those two.
Perfect. All right, we're live. Good morning, everyone. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker. I'm in a well. Good. Ugh.
I haven't got my notification yet.
I don't know what to tell you. Let's see. Let me see if I can find the chat. And all that. Maybe.
Chick Picker is live now.
In this decade. Because the decade's going to be over.
There it is.
Can you believe that? That is just crazy.
Crazy. Maggie
Another
Diddle.
decade. Oh my gosh. Come on, computer. Come on.
Oh, don't kill it now.
I'm about ready to get a bat. We got plenty around here.
Ugh, I hate that when they put like The Grudge or stuff like that on my YouTube.
The Grudge.
Yeah, there's a new The Grudge coming out.
Wait.
Oh
I didn't hear
God.
anything.
Look at Maggie's hair. I like that hair.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's beautiful.
This room
Have a
is
great.
It kind of looks more burgundy.
it's purple in the can you see better?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. This room is so dark it can't the lighting's not great in here.
it's really pretty though.
Yeah, thanks. I was inspired by Valerie
Oh.
and mad because people keep thinking I'm freaking old.
What?
If I still look like an old lady, I look like a fun old lady, right?
Yeah, you don't have to look like one. You don't have to act like one.
Right.
You're a hip lady.
I don't see you as an old lady.
No.
People generally think I'm in my mid 60s. And I don't want to be in my mid 60s. So
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say
Yeah.
that.
No. I would say mid 50s, maybe early 50s.
Yeah.
That's why I love you, Valerie.
Aw.
Hi, Steve.
All right. Let's see. I think we finally got this. Oh. Computer is having issues, I guess. I don't know.
Texas
Well, I'm glad I'm here. Anyway.
I guess I better like the mid 60s. I'm here.
Well, I'll be fine when I get there.
Yeah.
But I ain't there yet.
It makes a big difference when somebody says, you know, if you're there, you know, and I'm okay with, you know, somebody saying, oh, you look, you know, 50 or so. I'm okay with that. But don't tell me I look 55 or 58 or, you know, I'm not even close to that.
Right.
I'm going to start using 50 and a half.
The thing was that people were asking me, why aren't you on Medicare? Like I was dealing with some medical issues with my insurance and people were like saying to me, why don't you just go on Medicare? I'm like, because I'm not old enough for Medicare. So, and it just happened the next day I had a hair appointment. So I went in mad. I said to my hairdresser, do something about this.
Yeah.
And it doesn't help that Michael will be 70 in March, and people generally think he's the same age or younger than I am, and he's 10 years older than I am.
Wow.
And he's got hardly a gray hair in his head. Disgusting.
Morning, Texas gal. Morning, Georgina.
Yeah, Georgina.
Hi,
Hope
Georgina.
everybody's morning. Oh my goodness.
So Valerie,
I
I'm sorry.
I had a rough morning.
What's that?
The dog kept waking me up. I think I woke up at 4:30, and I woke up at 6:30. They just kept waking me up. So
I was awake for
That
the
was-
weekend and I forgot to bring my CPAP machine. So I spent 2 nights without it. So
Yeah.
last night when I was home, I was so happy to put that mask on my face. And I slept
Yeah.
really well.
makes a
really-
huge difference, and you miss it when
Yeah.
you don't have it.
By yesterday morning, I had a headache. I just felt awful. And I just
Yep.
needed enough sleep with my machine. Yeah. But I want to
Yeah.
thank you for your juju the other day. I have had
Oh,
so
you're
many
welcome.
I've had so many Poshmark sales. I have one like right off the bat. You did too, Sally, right? As soon as she
Yeah.
did the juju, and I hadn't had literally any for 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was getting close on that too. Getting close to like 2 weeks. And then I sold one that morning or one that afternoon, right after she gave us a juju. And then I had one the next day and then one the next day. So it's been
Awesome.
going good.
I wish you could bottle that stuff.
I wish I could too. Bottle it up and sell it.
Don't know that.
I'm a little bummed. I sold another point item this morning from yesterday's
Oh.
challenge.
Oh, awesome.
So I would have tied with that, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow.
Somebody gets to be.
Karen says, "Good morning, Karen." She says, "I hate being asked to guess somebody's age. I'm always afraid I'm going to get it badly wrong."
Yeah.
I do like decades. I'm like, 50-ish. I try to play it safe.
I
Well,
usually have that problem with people that are pregnant. Like they're
Yes.
pregnant and then they have their babies and I'm like, "Oh, when do you do?" I had her
Yeah.
2 weeks ago. I'm like, "Shit."
Yeah.
So sorry.
makes you-
I've had worse luck with that than I have the age thing.
I have done that before with the school secretary who,
Oh
if you're
God.
a school teacher, you don't want to PO the school secretary
No.
because
You want her to be a friend.
they can ruin or make your life nice. So, yeah, mistake.
Fishing and Picking said, "What led y'all to think you needed a CPAP?" Well, usually if you're waking up a lot, that is a good indication. If you're just not sleeping well or if you're not feeling rested, that can be an indication.
Or if your wife tells you you sound like a freight train running down a track.
Yeah,
Yeah.
snoring. When you're asleep, if you say you feel like you have to get up every hour to go pee, that is actually a really good indication because the same alert in your body that tells you need to pee is also the same one or it reacts the same way, the alarm system, as if you need to breathe.
Really?
So, yeah,
I've never heard that.
yeah.
That's interesting.
So you could be you could be getting up every hour on the hour thinking that you have to, pee every hour, and it's actually not. It's actually that you're waking up because you're not breathing or you're breathing shallow. A lot of time I've seen skinny people, super skinny people, need a CPAP, and I've seen heavy people need a CPAP. So it doesn't matter if you're skinny as a rail, you could still have sleep apnea.
Yeah, because the way I found out I had it was I was having problems with a cough, and I went for a chest x-ray that showed something on my lungs, and I was seeing a pulmonologist. And just in the conversation of my history and all of that, I talked about that I snored, like Michael said that I snored. So he said, just for completeness of everything, just for completeness, all the other tests he was doing, to do a sleep study. And when they did the sleep study, they found that my oxygen level, especially in REM sleep, goes down to about 60%. So, and with the apnea, I was waking up, I was stopping breathing so many times per hour. And Kelly hit flipping mama. So then I lost weight, right? I lost like 110 pounds. And I thought for sure I'd be off that machine. And although my air pressure did get lowered, the doctor just said I still had the apnea because I just have a naturally narrow airway, maybe. So yeah, it's not necessarily a weight thing.
No, it's how you're built on the inside,
right?
So
I was a very skinny child, and I know I had sleep apnea when I was a kid. I am sure of it.
Yeah.
Just in my sleep, the way I sleep and everything, and how bad I would snore, and then I always felt tired, and then as of course as I got older, that took an effect on me because it weighed into my my diet, and of course my metabolism.
Yeah.
Morning, Hank.
Morning, Hank.
Oh, so Fishing and Picking is having a sleep study on the 14th.
Good.
Yeah.
That's a great start. That'll really tell you, what, what's going on with your body as far as your sleep. Because there's a lot of people that do not get good. I mean, they feel like they're, they're tired and they get, good sleep and everything, but you would be amazed.
Yeah.
You'd be amazed at what actually is going on. He said, do you feel well rested after a night with the CPAP?
Yes.
Amazing.
It's a whole different ballgame. It's like you've never had this good of a sleep before once you're on the CPAP.
Yeah. And you don't really realize it until you've been on it. I would say good 3 or 4 months, using it consistently every night for the whole night. I would say that's when you're going to realize, wow, I don't want to sleep without this thing, because I'm able to watch a movie all the way through, and I'm able to have more energy doing, what I like to do. And, and I actually want to do stuff now, so it is a real difference, I think.
But it does take you time to get used to it. So you're going to have to give yourself some time to get used to the mask, get used to the pressure.
Be patient, push through. Yeah. It's worth it in the end. I know so many people. I went to a session, informational session. This was after I'd been using it for about a year, but the local hospital was having an informational session. And I thought, well, I want to see maybe there are new masks out there or new technology or whatever. And
Yep.
the auditorium was full of people, and these are people who have sleep apnea. And they asked people, how many use your machine all night, every night? And maybe a quarter of the people in the room raised their hand. And I was flabbergasted. Like, why?
Yeah.
I know it's difficult to get used to. But
Yeah.
you can't. I have to use the full face mask. I can't
Me
use
too.
just the nasal pillows. So it is hard. And you know, you wake up in the morning with the indentations in your face and whatever.
But you just get used to that, and you know, you learn to deal with it, you know, but you know, I use a full face mask too, because I just cannot, I open my mouth, you know, when I breathe. So it's, you know, just a normal thing for me. And I feel like the more that I relax my jaw, the faster I go to sleep. Isn't that weird? Like, you just learn things about yourself that you know,
that is weird.
make you go to sleep
Now,
fast.
I did have an issue. Yeah. I have to ask actually where I wear a mouth guard in my front teeth, because I found with the mask on, I was grinding my teeth in the back. So I have to wear like I just wear it so just in the front. It's sits on the front too. It just helps keep my back open while I sleep. But
and that probably helps.
It's so worth
you
it.
sleep.
So worth it.
You know, because it just kind of pulls your, you know, it helps keep your airway open. I mean, just think of it as like, when, I don't know how many people have done CPR or taken the class or whatever, but they do that jaw thrust, you know, and that's all that is just to open the airway so you can get, you know, air in. So that's kind of the same thing.
I feel a lot of the times, like whenever I'm having problems sleeping, like it's because my tongue is just falling into the back of my mouth. And, you know, and like if I'm not getting, you know, enough air pressure, you know.
Yep. Morning, Mr. Sadie. Help her.
Fishing and picking, like I said, to start this whole conversation, I was without my mask I was without my machine for 2 nights, and I was so glad. Just the difference in how I felt yesterday, how I feel today. It's so worth it. Yeah. Kind of gives you your life back.
Absolutely. And there's a lot of kids that are on CPAPs. You know, it has evolved into such a I mean, it is a viable diagnosis, I believe. You know, and the sleep study will prove that.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no lying about the numbers or about the fact that your oxygen level drops so low and that you stop breathing. I mean, it's
amazing. It's amazing when you see the numbers and you see, you know, you stop breathing for, you know, for so long. It's crazy, because you think, well, how am I ever getting any sleep? Because I keep, you know, I stop breathing, and then, you know, and then I'm waking up, and then I go back to sleep, and, you know, I'm not getting any sleep. So, but the biggest thing with learning how to use a CPAP is just trying to keep that mask on as long as you can throughout the night. And it's a process. It doesn't come, you know, for a lot of people, it doesn't come naturally. It takes time to get to that. But if you use it every night for at least, you know, 4 hours, and just try to keep it going, you'll feel a difference, and you'll be able to keep longer.
That was Brandon. He would sleep with it for like 4 hours, and then he would wake up for a little bit and do something, and then try and go back to sleep and not use it. And so he almost felt like he was getting better sleep without it. But in realization, because I've done this too, to where like I can nap without my CPAP, and I kind of feel like it's a little cat nap. Like it could be 30 minutes and I could feel like kind of refreshed, but
Mhm.
I like it's not a stable rest. It's like I can't function. I can't actually do stuff. Um, I don't have enough energy to actually, be awake in the daytime and stuff. So that little cat nap didn't do nothing for me.
Yeah.
And, so it's kind of like it's kind of, it's kind of like it's giving you false hope or something,
Yeah.
because you sleep with it on, and then it's, and you felt like you get okay sleep, and then you don't use it for another 4 hours, and you felt kind of, more energetic right at first, but it's not. I don't think
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
the truth. And so now
But
he sleeps all night with it. And
good.
he he used to like take naps all the time, like, especially like right whenever he first started working and stuff. He would take naps all the time during the daytime, like he would get out at like noon or something, and by 2 o'clock he would be asleep. And
Yeah.
and then try and get up, then go back to bed, then wake up again in the morning. He was like trying to do all this with naps and stuff, and it just wasn't working for him. So he actually is using his mask all the way through the night. And then when, it's time to get up in the morning, he stays up until it's time to go to bed again.
Hmm.
Not,
That's
not
awesome.
any naps.
Good morning,
Yeah.
Beth.
I had a patient that, I mean, he came in and his eyes were so red. Like, I mean, this guy looked like, it sounds horrible, but it looked like dead man walking. I mean, he just looked rough. He looked like he hadn't had a good night's sleep in all of his years of living.
Yeah.
And I,
Yeah.
I instructed him. I got him fitted for a mask. I instructed him how to use it. The whole, and he was a little apprehensive at first, and then he came in. I think it was about a month after he was using it, and this guy looked night and day. I mean, completely different.
Mm.
He'd lost weight. I mean, you could just tell that he had lost weight. He didn't look as puffy. He looked so much better, and that was like the true sign that this actually, that this really does work, and
Yeah.
this can really save somebody's life.
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Sadie, I know. Because I can attest to Sally's napping. I saw her right on camera once. Yeah, if I'm tired enough, because I do have I'm narcoleptic to a point, so I can fall asleep anywhere. Actually, like it doesn't even really matter if I'm sleepy or not. Like if I wanted to, I could lay my head down right here and go to sleep, or I could just be talking to you and I can go to sleep. If I'm relaxed enough, I will.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just how it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, Green Mountain Picker. Some spouses, when sleeping together, have a partner with the CPAP, have a hard time sleeping with them, drives them crazy. It can. It can definitely cause the partner to have trouble, just because the noises, and that the noises that you can make.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
that can be a stressful time too.
Yeah, like if
Michael says
your
it's like,
mask
I'm
is
sorry.
leaking or something,
Yeah.
if your mask is leaking, then it could cause. But they're like the way that they run now. They're so like
They're very
quiet.
quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My first machine was noisy. Michael says it's like sleeping with Darth Vader. My first machine was noisy. this second machine is not noisy. My first mask actually too, the way air came out of it, it has that air vent.
Yes.
It was like right here. So if I was turned facing him, he could actually feel the air.
Oh,
So
yeah.
the new
Right.
mask I have now, it just kind of disperses. So it doesn't bother him at all as much as but it did. It was hard for him to get used to also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, who's the bigger? Yeah.
Oh, you should be good then.
Yeah.
You
don't have
should
to
be good.
You don't have to worry about shooting nobody with your air.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend if that's going to be an issue, if you're like a light sleeper, earplugs can do a lot too.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to kind of help each other out, and that way, just know that the CPAP is a better thing for them. It doesn't just help your sleep;
yeah.
It helps your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're lacking all that oxygen, your heart is suffering so badly.
And it makes you more susceptible for stroke and all other things.
Yeah.
Yep.
One way I used to get used to it too is when I would be awake, sitting watching TV, I would put the mask and the machine on and just get used to the feeling of it. Just get used to,
Sorry.
The air pressure can get hard. It depends on how high it is. Can be hard
Right.
to adjust to.
Yeah. I used to be at a 20 and yeah.
Wow. That's high.
Yeah. And
I was at 16. I thought that was high. Yikes.
Yeah. I was at a 20. I'm now at a 7.
Awesome.
But I felt like that was, for a long time, that was a really good pressure for me, but it did take a lot to get used to that. I basically forced myself to get used to it because I was like, this is not going to help me if I don't use it. So I forced myself to get used to it. And yeah, I felt a lot of times that like, I was like, air was blowing in my face and there was no way I was going to be able to close my eyes and go to sleep and have this air blowing in my face like it did. But I did.
Yeah.
I was able to get it down.
Morning, Lori.
We lose most of our weight while we're asleep. Well, and that's the thing too, is when you're not, because when you're sleeping, you don't, your body puts out all these hormones. And so when you're not sleeping well, you're not getting these hormones that you should be getting.
Mm-hmm.
And it only happens at a certain time when you're, like REM sleep. And he says one correlation to degenerative brain conditions is lack of sleep. I believe that. I believe it. Good morning, Lori.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm still here.
Glad to hear it.
I haven't pulled my own tooth yet. Come close.
What's going on with it? I think
that it's just really infected. And they got me on antibiotics for like a week before they can do anything. So,
oh my gosh,
it was all down in the jaw and up in the ear canal. Today I'm able to survive on this morning. I was able to just take an ibuprofen, but I've been taking the Vicodin 750s, and those things put me out. I'm like, like sit there and drool all day.
Yeah.
So, and I had to suffer yesterday because I wanted to see my grandson and I didn't want to be loopy. So yesterday was a rough day.
Yeah.
But I got to see him, so it was worth it.
Another thing that really helps is warm water, just letting that sit in your mouth, and then do that, and then like right after you do that, do like those popsicles, the ones that are in like the plastic tubes. Yeah, those helped me so much when I had this tooth pulled. Oh my God, that
Yeah.
was like, because he didn't give me nothing,
Yeah, they
and
don't give you anything anymore. I just happen to have medication from, last year, and I don't take all of it because I don't like taking it,
mhm.
and I take it but with this here with a toothache, it's like there's nothing that even touches it besides that.
But man, he ripped that tooth out, and I was just swollen and
Mm-hmm.
in pain and everything, trying to work,
Mhm.
and all that. And so I lived on those those popsicles.
Yeah.
Man, that would just numb me right up, and it like the sensitivity didn't get to me at all either.
Mhm.
So that was good. I don't know if you have that problem or not, but that's the
Yeah, I
only
have
thing that
sensitive
can,
teeth.
yeah,
Right now I'm
but
on
Morning, Rob.
nothing but soup. Soup and
yeah,
coffee. Morning, Mr. Sadie.
yeah,
Couple of
that,
pickers are in the house.
I've been Lisa.
I really like them. They're
Mm-hmm.
they're good. She did a really good, and
I do too.
I'm gonna investigate it a little bit more. She did a really good video on what is it called, on the inventory, because like they have like 7,000 items in the store,
Mm-hmm.
and
Morning, Alana.
she has had that same problem where she's lost listings. They just drop off or whatever, and
Mm-hmm.
so and I've had that same issue several times, and she did a video, and it posted yesterday about what you can do to keep track of that, and if anything falls off,
I'll have to
you
take a
can
look.
which one falls off and how to that you can relist it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm definitely trying to learn about that and figure it out. See how I can put that into my
Happy New Year,
my
Alana.
Oh, I'll have to take a look at that. Check it out.
yeah. Morning, Alana. Hope you're having a good day. But
Where's
yeah,
Thomasina at today?
I don't know. MIA.
Teresa thinks she can rig something up for the karaoke for New Year's Eve, so she's working on that for us.
We doing karaoke on New Year's Eve?
She said, "I think I can come up with something." So
Yeah, as long as it's not gonna, affect, or I'm not gonna get a copyright strike on it, then
You shouldn't.
I
he
think,
shouldn't, because it's a different rendition of the actual
Mm-hmm.
recording. So that's
right.
what that would be. It's like in the style of.
Right.
So that's
Yeah.
just like when I do my vinyl graphics. I can't use the exact image, but if I tweak it just a little bit, it's changing that image to where I'm making it my own.
Right.
So
Right.
I'm adding something or taking something away to make it,
Yeah.
be able to cut it and sell it. So
You just have to make sure that in the description of the
That-
video you put
that
that
it's
it's
not
your
your
music.
music. Say no music played in this video is my own, nor do I have rights to it or anything like something to that effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well-
because they get away with it putting the karaoke on YouTube to begin with, because you can go
Right.
on and put, because a lot of times if we're out and about and don't have our karaoke box that we bring with our computers and stuff, she can bring it right up on her phone and you can read it from the phone on YouTube. So I mean,
Did you see the new lip reading? Bad
Which
lip
one?
reading?
Is it for NFL or?
No, it's for Star Wars.
No, I haven't seen that one. Not
Oh,
yet.
it is hilarious.
I haven't
It's
seen that one.
something with my stick or something. It is hilarious.
I like the seagull ones, the ones that they do that. That's funnier. I
Mhm.
watch it all the time.
Yeah, it's I can't remember what that channel is.
The new movie is excellent, by the way. I wasn't
Is
that
it?
impressed with the last two, but this one, this one was really good.
Huh.
I don't even think I've seen the last one, and I need to.
I mean, the last two were good. but it kind of left the ultimate fans like myself like scratching our head like what.
I think it's
What?
Schmoy. I think Bad Lip Reading is made by Schmoyo.
Yeah. I like to watch the NFL ones too. Those are fun.
Yeah. Yeah, those are fun for me too. I don't even care, about NFL or anything like that. But
And oh my God, hell froze over. The Bengals won yesterday.
The Bengals.
Yeah, the Bengals won. Ohio State lost to Clemson. That was a heck of a game. That was a good playoff game.
I didn't even know that was a team, the Bengals.
The Cincinnati Bengals.
Cincinnati Bengals?
Oh, I just thought.
Well, they've been calling them the Bungles here lately. They've been calling them the Bungles, but I'm a diehard fan. Win or lose, they're still my team. Yeah, I even root for the Cleveland Browns when they're not playing the Bengals.
Oh, Lord.
Ohio team. Because it's another Ohio team, so.
Right.
Yeah, but that's the only reason. It's not because I like them.
Go 49ers.
Lisa said so did the Jags. So
the Jags won too. I like the Jaguars. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, it's called My Stick. It's no, Bad Lip Reading has its own channel, I guess.
Huh.
So yeah.
I'll have to check that out.
Super funny.
Oh,
yeah.
I finally got all my parts. Huh?
I'm Lisa. I'm probably gonna have to watch that video again and figure out how to. I was kind of fiddling around with it this morning, but I'm gonna have to get in there and figure that out because I mean, going through my inventory, I would guess I probably have like half of each tote is listed and half is not.
Huh.
So it's bad. It's really bad. Valerie, can you reach over and check Todd's pulse? Make sure the old guy is still with us.
Well, he just put his headphones on. I'm pretty sure he's okay.
Yeah, I just see movement. I see movement.
Are y'all worried about me?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm packing
Go Chiefs. Yeah.
Packing a windshield.
Oh, you sold your last windshield?
No, I still got 3 more.
I thought you were done.
No.
Oh. Well.
It's hanging around.
That's good. You're making lots of money on those still yet.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Okay.
What is that song? Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug.
Yep. Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug. Mary Chapin Carpenter. I haven't heard that song in forever.
Yeah.
That's an old
song.
I felt like that a few times.
It says, "Go Texans." So, Lori, when are you going in to get that taken care of?
Well, I'm trying to decide whether I want to crown or just go ahead and let them pull it. So, because my insurance won't even cover nearly half of what they're quoting. Yeah. So the work that needs done, they're looking at $6,500. So my
is in the back.
Yeah, it's a molar back here.
I'd get rid of it.
I've got plenty of them back here, so I mean it's like $110 to pull it, opposed to $6,500 to rebuild it.
Yeah.
Well, let's see.
Yeah. So, and sometimes when they do those crowns and stuff, they don't even stay in for like.
Right. Oh, I've had the cap come off of one over here several times.
Yeah, that one, it was a crowned one that they had done a root canal on, and it lasted for maybe 5 years.
Yeah.
And then, it fell out.
So I'm thinking about just letting them yank it.
Yeah.
Of course, if I keep taking all my back teeth, I'm gonna start eating like a rabbit. Mm.
Just make
I
sure
understand.
that you take something before you go.
What do you
Like
mean? Oh.
Tylenol, not nothing heavy,
Mm-hmm.
but like Tylenol or whatever, so that you can be kind of in a more relaxed state. I wish I would have done that. More in a relaxed state when you go in there, so that you know you're not gonna, a lot of the swelling and stuff won't come up on you, as soon as all the stuff that they give you is worn off.
Yeah, they didn't give me any pain medication. All they sent me home with was a prescription for the antibiotics, and that's it.
Yeah.
So they don't pass out pain meds like they used to. It's because of the epidemic of,
I know.
everything going on. So
Stupid druggies.
yeah. And for people who actually need it, like in the case of
I
mine,
know.
is I just happen to have some because I hoard it.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I do too. If I can, I do too.
Yeah. I've even got a Percocet or two that I've got hidden somewhere. I was like, I take that. That would be like if a finger got chopped off or something. I think I would take that. But
Right.
I do too. The antibiotics too. Because if you need something like that, and like me, I'm like, I don't even want to go to the freaking clinic. I don't have time for all that. So I'll just, go in there and say, okay, what's this one for? And usually I'll write it right on there. Like this one is when I had a urinary tract infection, or or this one was when I had a bad cold.
Yeah. You know what my dad used to do? A pair of pliers and some whiskey.
Yeah.
He'd drink the whiskey.
Wow.
I couldn't do that. I'm not that. I mean, I'm brave, but I don't think I could do that.
I don't think I am either.
My luck, that tooth, because when I had my wisdom teeth done, they were all attached to my gum, so they had to be surgically removed. I mean, every one of them was fused with my jawbone. I'm sorry, not my gum, but they were fused with the jawbone. So whenever they'd come in, it would clamp my face shut, basically, which the family loved that part because I couldn't talk. But they had to go in and surgically grind all, cut them loose from the gum. So that would be my luck that these are still attached to the jawbone. So
oh yeah, that's how that one was. It was definitely attached because he like ripped it out of there.
At Dennis is like, I've seen this once before, maybe one tooth or a partial part of a tooth fused with the gum, but not all four at the same time. I said, I'm not your average bear.
I didn't have any wisdom teeth.
Yeah.
There ain't anything average about me.
Nope. I'm one of a kind. Y'all all be lucky about that. Of course, I don't know. Lacey's a little bit like me, so. But probably by Friday they'll be able to do something with it, hopefully, because that'll be a week that I've been on the antibiotics. And this still got a little bit of swelling and puffiness and just kind of squishiness. So, but
yeah,
I know I'm getting a lot of sleep, but I'm not getting anything else done.
Yeah, well, sometimes you gotta make time for that.
Yeah, I know.
People are laying sideways going into my other teeth. Oh my gosh.
Ouch.
Ugh, I didn't have any wisdom teeth.
Morning, Craig.
Thank goodness.
Mr.
So,
Sadie.
I've been awake all night. I woke up at 11:30.
Oh Lord.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I woke up at 11:30 because I went to bed after the challenge, and I've been up all night, and so I've been doing like an inventory kind of with all my pants, and because I have them on a spreadsheet with the number of where they're at, and then in my eBay listing, I'm making sure that I put that number in there in the SKU, and then from there I'm writing it down in a book, and I'm going to cross-reference that to my Poshmark because I'm having a lot of problems finding, like, I think something is listed on Poshmark and it's not, or it is and it shouldn't be
Right.
for pants. So
Yeah.
I'm fixing that.
Alana says, does anyone know how much per listing it is when you go over your allotted on eBay? I know mine are 10 cents.
10 cents, yeah.
10 cents a listing.
I think so.
And I have a premium store.
Yeah.
So,
And it's like 20 cents for a basic store, I think.
yeah. I think it goes up the smaller the store, the more they charge. But that's where I miss my anchor store. I really do. I know it's a lot of money, and you know that's a lot of money to pay out, but I miss not having my listings.
Yeah.
Oh, Bluegrass Picker says 32 cents for no store. So, but I'm sure Alana has I would think she had.
Craig says Sally Poshmark sent me an email, let me know you were killing it on Poshmark. Really? I wasn't really killing it. I've sold 3 in the last 3 days, so it's not exactly killing it, but I felt like I was doing all right.
Right there. I think you're doing great. Yeah, it's been, for me, it's been pretty good lately.
How many more
But tomorrow,
did you get yesterday?
not tomorrow, huh?
How many sales on Poshmark did you get yesterday?
Good question. I don't know. 5.
5 on Poshmark?
Yeah.
The Jolies. Good job. See, that's killing it on Poshmark.
Well, I mean, even if you get 1, that's pretty much killing it. You're doing good.
I know it's doing better than what I was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I like my new camera rig. Isn't that cool?
Oh, pretty.
That is nice.
And I can put it on a tripod if I want to. That's the first one I got.
Cool.
Cool.
That's what I've been waiting on for Christmas, to get my cameras all set up for my show.
Oh, look at you, Lana. She says, I have a middle store, but I never went over my listings, but I'm about to. I just bought 6,500 postcards.
Wow.
Did you buy them from Tara?
Yeah.
She just sold some postcards not too long ago.
I have a huge batch of, I don't have postcards, but I've got a huge batch of train slides to work through. The old trains, some of them are the
oh, you got postcards
Everybody
too?
show them off.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I got a lot of postcards.
Are they
It's just been kind of saving them up and, you know, just kind of hoarding them, I guess you could say. I haven't listed any yet, just because I don't know. I'm not really sure on how to list them. I really need to talk to Popeye's Postcards. Can't remember what his first name is, but I need to talk to him. I need to message him and say, you know, how do you scan? I think he scans them. I think he scans them on his printer and then stores them.
Possibly.
But 6,500, he actually just bought, I think it was 90,000 postcards.
Wow.
He might do it like that. Yeah, it's a scanner.
I got Teresa one of those for Christmas. Yep. It takes photos.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
So,
bought her one because she's been doing all of the family photos.
Uh-huh.
How do you keep it away from Harry Potter?
and she bought 40 pounds worth of jewelry. Holy cow.
Wow.
Let's not talk about jewelry. I have bags of it to go through yet. So no. I won't talk about slides if you won't talk about jewelry.
Mr. Sadie, he said that most people scan them when they do that many. Alana says she has a Fujitsu scanner. But I was just going to do them on my printer, and just scan them in like that because I have a scanner on my printer.
Well, yeah. You could.
Did you ever pull your pants down and scan your butt?
Can't say that I've ever done that.
I have once.
You have? Oh.
Say that I've ever done that.
I did that at the hospital once.
Did you really? Oh my gosh. I know one gal, she took her shirt off and scanned her boobs. And she got, I don't know, I think she got fired for that.
I didn't get
I think she got in some trouble for that.
Yeah, about once every year or two, one of the kids that go in the teacher's lounge and scan or photograph their butt on the Xerox machine sitting on the glass,
That's funny.
Make copies to send all their friends.
One of my friends did that in high school and plastered it all over the main hallway. On like 500 copies. And taped it all over the hallway.
Right, Lisa? She said, poor person who then scanned their face after you scanned your butt. Yeah.
This is true.
Ew.
Yeah.
Good.
They're like, I have like some kind of hair on my mouth.
Ew.
Oh my God.
Oh,
there's too much alcohol at the party tomorrow night. Anything could happen.
I'm not allowed to drink. That's what sucks. I'm on antibiotics. I'm like, worst time to stinking toothache. So, oh well.
Alana.
We should just get Lori in here and get her schnockered up and then let Teresa pull her too.
Yeah. Hey, I've got a whole quart jar of orange creamsicle moonshine that would knock me on my ass. You can pull every tooth I got after I drank that. I'm going, hey man, I think I'll make a necklace out of that.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going today or tomorrow, but I gotta go get this wine for tomorrow.
I opened my refrigerator. There's like 6 bottles of wine in there from Christmas Eve. I said, my family must really think I'm an alcoholic. Because everybody brought me wine.
Wine is a good gift. Morning, bum crack picker.
Uh-oh.
BP.
Uh-oh, what?
I just had a sale.
What's that?
Some U.S. government issue knee pads.
Nice.
I got 5 going out. And I don't know how, because I haven't listed a damn thing.
That makes 12 I got to pack up and ship out this morning.
Nice.
And I haven't even started.
You haven't even got the day started and you got 12 going on. That's pretty darn good.
Well, I mean, that was Saturday and Sunday sales.
Right.
I just told
Pretty
the
good.
I
People
just
start thinking you're a first-time seller if you don't watch out.
I haven't listed anything since the 12th. That's unusual. Been so busy.
What were you going to say, Maggie?
I was going to say, I just sold a DVD on Amazon for $80. And yesterday I got a message from someone, and I never get, you can't do offers or discount, on Amazon. I got a message from a buyer for the first time ever asking me if I would sell it to her for $40. And since I bought it for $1, I thought, maybe. And then I said no. And then today the thing sold for 80. Weird.
I wonder if it was to that same person.
It wasn't to the same person.
Isn't that weird how that happens?
Yeah.
That is crazy.
So I'm glad I didn't. I guess I would have had to just lower the price to 40 and let her buy it yesterday. Thank you, Alana.
I didn't know that you can message somebody on Amazon.
You can message them, but you can't make there's no make an offer mechanism. And I've never ever had anybody message me on Amazon to ask for a lower price. It's the first time it's ever happened.
Right.
But I didn't take it. It's an exercise DVD, so somebody's made a New Year's resolution. Thank you, Lisa. Theosa Cells, how are you? I believe I have 13 going out today.
$13's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Darn good.
I had the trifecta overnight. I had an Amazon, an eBay, and a Poshmark. Morning, young girl. Lisa's sitting outside of work because she doesn't want to go in. I remember those days.
So my items have a $32 average, but that includes shipping, so probably more like $25 average.
How would you figure that out?
Well, you go to your orders, and then it tells there's a price, there's a value by the number. It tells you how much the item sold.
Right.
And then you just divide it by however many there are.
That's still pretty good, Alana. She's got 13 going out.
That's awesome.
Not too bad.
Mine's a little better now that I got back into eBay. I really dropped off during that time I was out. Taking almost a month off really hurts eBay sales.
It really hurts.
You'll get back on it. I'm sure. Morning, Patty.
Let's see. Performance.
I feel like I just got back on and now I'm going to go off again.
Yeah. Are you going to leave your listings up though for 2 weeks?
For eBay, I'll just put my handling time out. But my Poshmark, is I'm actually wiping my Poshmark clean tomorrow.
What do you mean by
not
it clean?
Yeah, I'm gonna wipe it clean and then start putting some more listings over. I just got to the point where I have some listings on eBay that are not on Poshmark and some that are on Poshmark that aren't on eBay, and I just want to make it more, so they're on both platforms. So I'm having a big sale over there right now, trying to blow out some stuff, and then tomorrow everything will be deleted and I'll start fresh.
Delete or just change this to not for sale?
No, I'm gonna delete everything.
Oh.
I'm going to too, because I want to revise my prices. Because throughout this year, there's been several times that I've marked stuff down, that I've, given offers and stuff. And I want to revise my prices, kind of build them back up to where you can get discounts. And
but I see, because you have lists perfectly.
So, right. So what I'll do is I'll delete everything and then I'll use my, I'll go through my eBay because I have to turn my Poshmark off while I'm gone anyway, for a certain amount of time. So I figure that would be the perfect time once I'm gone, to my daughters. I can do that in my, alone time and build my Poshmark. So by the time I get back, I'll have some, some good listings over there. So we'll see how that works.
I have a question.
Shoot.
Oh. So since eBay started charging buyers sales taxes, does eBay charge, is that part of the total figured into our amount we have to pay eBay?
For fees, you mean?
Yeah, for fees.
So
I don't know.
I mean, do we pay on the sales tax? Is that what you're
asking? Because when you're seeing it on your invoice or on the invoice of the customers, you're seeing it, the price, the shipping, the tax, and the total.
Right.
So the buyer's already paying that.
Right, the buyer's paying for everything, but is the fee that the 8% or whatever we pay eBay for the sale, does that include the amount? Is the tax included in that amount?
I don't think so.
I do not believe so.
I really don't think so.
I don't think they should, but
no, because you're not going to have to pay that again because the buyer already paid it.
Right. Right.
If the buyer's already paying it, then you don't have to pay it again.
Well, the buyer's paying shipping, but I get charged by eBay 8% on the shipping fee.
But that's the fees for eBay. It doesn't include that tax.
You're sure?
I'm 98% positive.
Okay.
Because if the buyer's already paying that, yes, we pay the fees for shipping, we pay the fees for the item, but we're not going to have to pay fees for the tax.
No, I believe you. I believe that you pay your PayPal fee on the tax. I think the PayPal fee includes everything, including the tax.
Really?
But the eBay final value fee is only on the price plus shipping.
Right.
I mean, that wouldn't be much on PayPal, but it would be a little bit. I mean, you add up all your sales for the whole year, and if you've got a PayPal fee for every tax amount. So.
And Alana says eBay collects the sales tax, but I still have to file for my state, just zero balance because they submit and collect. Yeah, I have to do that too for Pennsylvania. You have to go in your state and file your sales tax. But just, yeah.
Yeah, I do my state sales tax once a quarter in Texas. So.
Right, we do it every 6 months here.
Which is a pain in the tax. Yeah. Pain in my tax. The amount is, I don't claim very much because I only claim what I sell in Texas on that one, but it's a pain in the tax to do. You have to go to the website, fill out the form. I'm like, I have to do this once every 3 months. It's a pain being in business.
Mm-hmm.
You have to do it every month.
Huh. So Lisa says Tennessee is every month. Every month you have to file that? Crazy. Morning, Tom. Yeah, a couple of pictures are in Florida too. There you go. Tom, Reverend Bubba. The heck? Oh, it's so cold here today.
I like Tom, but I don't think I revere Tom.
Reverend Bubba Tom.
So what's going on today? What do we got going on?
I got packing to do.
Yeah.
Then I got to go to the bank and all that good fun stuff. Yay.
I am going to start cleaning 178 RPM records from like the 1920s and 30s.
I have some of those.
And then play them on my record player to make sure they work.
I have some really, really old ones my sister found, and they break easily. It's like, what are they, made of clay or slate or something? I've never seen a record break that easy. You look at it funny, it's going to crack it.
And they shouldn't because they're so thick.
I know. But these are, I can't remember, what'd she say? Count Basie or something like that?
Yeah.
How old is that?
That's old.
Mm-hmm.
Count Basie died in the early 70s, I think.
Yeah.
So
when the would have been in like the 20s and the 30s, maybe.
Right.
Yeah, that's how old they are. She found them at a thrift shop and got them and brought them to me. And I got to do some research on my mom's fur coat because we can't find a brand. It's from the 40s.
I got some Italian opera ones like Caruso and Luigi and Linguini and Spaghetti. You know, all those Italian names. Lasagna opera singers.
Linguini.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Linguini. That's Mario.
So honey, would it be useful to have a live show with a tax professional for eBay, Amazon sellers?
Haven't
I
they tried
think
it
so.
before?
Yeah, they're usually when it gets, like I'm sure at the beginning of the year and heading into April, there's going to be a lot of that. There's quite a few. I think Rockstar Flipper has one,
Mm-hmm.
and I think Kate have one that comes on their show. So yeah, that's definitely a thing. But
Scott did an
I
hour
don't
and
know.
a half video with his accountant. Yep.
Who's that?
Scott, the bearded picker, he did a full hour and a half show with his tax pro.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm actually looking into getting a CPA this year. I've been doing it kind of on my own, and I don't know. I feel like I'm not getting all the credits that I should be getting, just because I'm a little leery of things, and so I really want to get with the CPA, have them do my taxes for a couple of years, try to figure it out. And then, once I feel comfortable, then I can start doing them again.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm going to do. I think that's the best way to go. For me, anyway.
Yeah. I've used a CPA for 3 years now. 2 years.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah,
And-
I'm sure it's worth the money because there's a bunch of stuff that I didn't even think about claiming in the first couple of years I sold.
And are you using GoDaddy, Todd?
No, I just write it all down and give it to her.
Yeah.
I should, but I don't.
It's been a really good app for me. It definitely records a lot of the information and the stuff that basically all you have to do is, as long as everything's correct, you just have to basically print out your reports, and then they can do the work.
Mm-hmm.
If I lose power, it's
super windy
be
here
scared.
too.
We have a wind advisory right
Yeah.
now, and we have about 6 inches of snow on our lines
Uh-huh.
and our trees. So, yeah.
We don't have any snow, but it was the wind woke me up last night.
Yeah, we have an advisory. So
And I was in a Vicodin induced sleep, so that was a strong wind. It scared the dogs. They started barking, and they're all piled up on me. I'm like, Mommy, what do we do?
So Liz is switching from GoDaddy to QuickBook because she's on eBay managed payments. And it got messed up. That's good to know, Liz.
Oh, that's Alana.
Or Alana, sorry.
Yeah.
Which one's Liz?
Yeah.
I can't keep track.
True 72.
Yeah. Sorry, Alana. But yeah, that's good to know that. Well, I hope QuickBook works better for you than the GoDaddy.
Yeah.
I don't want to be on managed payments. I hope they don't force us to do that until I quit reselling.
It's going to happen, Todd. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hanging in there too as long as I possibly can before I'm being made to switch over to it. So I've heard some people say it's good and some people say it's a nightmare. So
yeah.
Well, if it doesn't work with GoDaddy, I know a lot of resellers use GoDaddy.
Mm-hmm.
More headaches. I hate business sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I like selling, but I don't like business.
That part of it is kind of the downside.
Uh-huh. Yep, and Uncle Sam's got to have his cut, so Just the way it works.
Yep.
Alexa just said, "Sorry, I don't know that one." I don't know why. Alexa, can you shut up? Alexa can be annoying sometimes.
That's like we were talking last night. And I said, "Are you serious?" And my iPad said, "Sure. What can I help you with?" I'm like,
Where'd that come from? Yeah, every once in a while, mine will pop off and say something.
Alexa's like having another dog in the house.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, Alexa, stop. No treat for you today.
Says, how does IRS regulate Facebook Marketplace in Macari? I mean, the only way to really regulate it is your 1099. You know, they send out a 1099.
Facebook Marketplace sends out a 1099.
I don't think so. I don't think on there's no real way to regulate that.
Because most of a lot of that is meetups and cash.
Yeah. Yeah.
I treat Facebook Marketplace like garage sale. You know, just forget about it. Yeah. Sorry, Uncle Sam.
Yeah, you didn't hear that from us.
Yeah.
You ain't getting none of this.
You're supposed to report it, but yeah. But I don't have just a ton of Facebook sales.
I only do when we do a clean out, and we haven't had to do one for a while, so.
Yeah. So yeah, there's new, new things that are happening. There's, just trying to get ready for the new year and new things that are going to be going on, and got a few tricks up my sleeve. And
that might be something.
What's that?
Well, Hank says I tried QuickBooks like a free trial a couple of years ago and really didn't like it, but loved GoDaddy. Just going to have to change over and get used to it. And Alana says if you use TurboTax, you can get QuickBooks for free.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do give you a subscription for TurboTax. Or for QuickBooks.
I used to know QuickBooks, but I think it's going to be so changed that because it's been years.
Yeah.
I probably have to learn it all over again.
Probably so. Yeah, I've definitely got some little errands. I don't know. Do I really want to go out today?
I don't want to, but I have to. I don't want to go.
Yeah.
That means I have to put socks and shoes on and can't go out in my slippers.
No good.
That's right. Yeah. But I don't know.
I plan on staying in my jammies all day until I have to go do donuts.
I would like to do that, but I can't.
Screw all that stuff. You're sick right now.
I know.
Play that card, will you?
Yeah. Now I gotta pay my truck payment. I have to go pay my truck payment. That's the only reason I'm going out.
Can't you call somebody to go take it for you?
No, I think I could. It's my sister's going to take. I don't have to drive. My sister's going to drive me, so that's a plus.
Oh, that is a plus.
So
you
really have somebody
really don't have to
That'll
wear
be good.
shoes.
Mm,
If you
Yeah, you
didn't
still
want,
gotta
if
wear
you didn't, if you didn't want to, you really don't have to get dressed, wear pajama pants and your slippers, and then you could just go there and come back home.
I probably think I'm in there to rob the place. I'm wearing a hoodie.
I'm trying to help you here, Lori. I'm trying to help you. Trying to give you an out.
Yeah.
Wearing shoes that don't leave shoe prints and, and a hoodie. Oh, mercy.
But I got a bunch to pack up, and then I gotta go pay some bills and go get my booze for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Have a great day, hunting with Tripler. Happy New Year. It's gonna be a good one.
I don't know. That's what I heard, Maggie, was that it does not work with it.
Surely they would try to convert that, because they're gonna lose a lot of business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like how much business will they lose? Unless eBay eBay would have to cooperate, right?
Oh yeah.
Unless eBay has already said it won't. So somebody else I read said that the only thing that won't update is your income, that all your fees and everything would still show up on GoDaddy. And that you would just have to add in your, doesn't calculate PayPal shipping since then.
50s.
Oh, because PayPal is its own entity now.
But with managed payments, you have all these transactions with eBay and PayPal, no way to tell if they are income or expense. With managed payments, will shipping still come out through PayPal, or will shipping come out of your? How does that work with shipping on managed payments?
Alana says the shipping's through PayPal.
So shipping is still through PayPal. So your shipping would still come out through that. And then everything you ship has to be manually entered if you buy shipping through eBay. Oh, what a pain.
Tom, he says, who in this chat is on managed payments? Alana is. She's the only one. She's the only one that I know that's on managed payments so far.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody else is just kind of holding out to the very end. Huh.
But
Yeah.
if
Easy.
PayPal, okay, but GoDaddy draws information from PayPal. So if you bought your shipping through eBay and it still goes through PayPal, and GoDaddy is connected directly to PayPal, wouldn't that still pull down the postage
Yeah, but
information?
she said it's not showing what's a payment and what's an expense and what's,
Oh, good grief.
not saying what it is. So that's why she has a mess to figure out, because she has to figure out what's what.
Yeah.
And QuickBooks, I've heard QuickBooks is so difficult to learn.
Why can't they just make something easy?
Right. Like, why can't they just, yeah.
I don't know.
Like, and put some of these CPAs that are out of work, put them to work, by you just sending information. Like, you just have all your information on your phone or whatever that, documents your mileage and documents, if you input that information in there, you should be able to just send it to a CPA over the internet and pay them a fee, and they should ship it back and
Yeah.
have it all
And
good
here
for
you
you.
go.
You would think it would be that easy. Maybe I need to get to work on this, huh? Let me get hold of that Bridget Baker. She used to be a CPA.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, she was a CPA.
I thought she was a paralegal.
I think she was a paralegal.
And a CPA.
Yeah.
I thought she
Real
sold
estate
copy machines.
Real estate paralegal.
She sold copier machines to the mail. What is it? The Army? No, the Navy ships.
Yeah.
Navy.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that lie again? The airmen.
Air Force.
Arm. Hank says I was unaware of the massive number of out-of-work CPAs.
Well, you know,
Oh my.
there's been a million people that have taken that freaking course because it was, you know, Brandon almost did it just because it was so inexpensive, but he ended up doing something else or going a different way with it. But I would just think that there's a lot of people that maybe have wanted to do that. No.
What
Not
court?
on the pink drink again. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm drinking
over
coffee.
There. Edible coffee weed.
That sounds good.
The pink drink, that could be two things, Pepto or Tequila Rose.
That is
Or a combination.
Do what, Valerie? Tequila Rose, yeah.
The
It looks like Pepto-Bismol. It doesn't taste like it, but it looks like it.
yeah. Well, it's a little bit clearer than that.
It's gross.
That's all right. It's kind of strong.
That's gross. It's like an alcoholic pink shake thick type.
Yeah, Hank. I know, but CPA is like it's like 3 months or something. Or
No,
maybe
it's not. It's a 4-year. You have to go to college. It's a degree. It's a
I know that Brandon was going to take the course one time and work at freaking Walmart in there's a section where you can go in there and get your taxes done.
Yeah, but
Right.
that's not a CPA.
no.
Okay. Well, screw you guys then. Thanks
That's a
thanks for
tax
hopping-
prepper.
Thanks everybody for hopping on that fucking train. Jesus Christ.
That's just
Okay.
a tax preparer. They're not actually
Yeah.
CPA.
I'm wrong.
The difference,
Rita.
the difference between a CPA and a regular tax person is a CPA will go to court for you.
Okay.
If you were to get, if you were to get audited, they go to bat for you. We're like those H&R Block and Jefferson or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
They just, all they do is they just prepare the taxes. They just fill out a bunch of questions. Where
Okay.
a CPA will actually figure the stuff out. You know.
Okay. I'm wrong. You're right. No biggie.
Yeah. But they that course for the tax preparers, that's a quick course.
Okay.
Yeah, that's me, Alana. Hi, Alana. Hi, everybody.
That's what Brandon was going to do. Anyway, like
Yeah.
a tax preparer kind of thing.
I used to have a CPA. I don't anymore because I don't make much money anymore.
And how much college did you do to take that? To get that?
No, I didn't used to be a CPA. I used to have a CPA.
Oh, I thought you said you used to be a CPA.
No, I used to.
Oh.
Oh God, not with my math skills. Oh Jesus. That was at the STEAM club. They asked me if I wanted to run for treasurer. I was like, you don't need my fingers and toes in your books. Sit and count on my fingers. God.
Well, Mr. Sadie says most tax places only have 1 or 2 CPAs that actually sign off on what the preparers give them.
Oh. Yeah, those tax preparers at like H&R Block and stuff, nowadays they're just information fillers. Because I went to one time when we used to do our own taxes, and I used to go on OLA.com and do my taxes, and all it was entering in information. It was real simple from our W-2s or whatever they're called, and it was real simple. You just answer all these questions and they prepare your taxes. Well, H&R Block always said, "Oh, we'll get you more, blah blah blah." So one time we did OLA one time and figured out how much we were gonna get back, and this was years and years and years ago, before I actually made more money on eBay. But, anyways, after we did that, we went to H&R Block, and they didn't get us back any more than what we figured out on OLA. So yeah, I mean, we found out that. Whoops. Oh. Sorry about that. I got a phone call. Anyways, they charge you more through H&R Block than what you do if you prepare it yourself. And all it is entering information, but that's when you just work for somebody and you just have regular W-2s. But then when I started making decent money on eBay, I went to a CPA and had them do it, and it was a whole lot easier. I just bring my box of receipts and stuff, and they take care of it all. And it was nice.
Yeah, but you would think with all the freaking apps that they have out now, you would think there would be someone would have made a simpler way for a reseller or anybody that has like a small business, like kind of like GoDaddy. GoDaddy had a thing on there for mileage. They had a place to put in, your expenses and what you made and all this. And you would think that it would be easy enough to like download that information onto a file and send that file to, somebody to work it.
Well, that's what I used to do. I just send in all my numbers and they'd figure it out for me. Oh. I didn't do anything. No, I just gave them all my crap and they would figure it all out.
Well, that's good then.
I loved it. Yeah, but
did you have to be with them the whole year?
Yeah, I was with the same person year after year.
Okay.
But see, with having a business and when you're actually making decent money like I was at the time, they have to do like quarterly taxes and everything for you. They do all that, and you pay them as you go, Mm-hmm. I mean, it depends on the CPA, I imagine, how you pay them, but I would just pay them for everything they did. And they made sure my quarterly taxes were paid and everything. It was a friend of the family, so it was somebody I could trust, and I just let them handle everything. I don't have a CPA anymore because, I'm not filtering that much money through my business anymore.
There you go.
That's funny.
And Gary could have done the taxes, but I figured if he's really good at that kind of stuff, but I figured he would get grumpy or whatever. I figured to save our 26-year marriage, I figured I'd just hire somebody to do it. Because I'm horrible at receipts and being organized and all that. So Oh, now the snow's finally starting. Anyway, so I would just, I said we need to hire somebody to do this, somebody that's not so close that can yell at me. And I just figured it would just be better for our marriage if somebody else did it.
Your snow is just now starting.
Yeah, we're supposed to get
Oh my God.
up to 9 inches in town, and then out by my house we're supposed to get 12 to 15 or something like that.
We're already
my
at
God.
like 6 or 7 inches since 6 o'clock this
Are
morning.
you really? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we're gonna start
That's a lot.
plowing at about 6 o'clock tonight, so we don't have to be out all night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's bad out there.
That's if the snow quits by then, but yeah.
Right.
Good morning,
Gary
Joanna.
went out last night they had to plow slush at the schools, but now we're gonna plow snow tonight.
That's crazy.
Just have to take a bunch of prednisone later on and make sure my hands are good to go.
That's crazy. I don't know. I'm really. I think having a CPA is going to really open my eyes about my business and what I'm doing, and things like that. Because I really don't. I mean, I have a general idea of what I make and what I'm spending and all that, but I think knowing a little more information is going to definitely help me. I don't think it's going to hurt me.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there are things that a CPA knows that you don't like. For example, because I use my home with my business,
Uh-huh.
my CPA says you can claim 300 square feet of your house without any questions from any IRA or Irish Republican Army, IRS agent. They just, if you go over 300 square feet, then you have to have all kinds of tons of paperwork to substantiate that. But they don't question up to 300 square feet of your home. So I just go, yeah. Add that on there. And that just about paid for the CPA.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Oh yeah, the tax cuts and stuff that they can find.
Yeah.
And all the rules and everything, because the IRS changes and stuff like every year, every couple of years, and you have to keep up with that stuff. Whereas the CPA, they know exactly what they can do, but you do want to find somebody who is good with online business too, because there's a difference. Some CPAs have no clue about online business and stuff, but yeah, Todd's right. It's so much better because they know all the rules. They know what you can get away with, without even being questioned and stuff like that. Yeah, it's definitely worth it, I think, if you're making enough money.
Yeah. And I guess I knew you could claim part of your house as business use, but I never applied it to my taxes until I got a CPA that said, "Oh yeah, throw that in there,
Yeah.
save you this much money." And oh, okay, duh.
Yeah. Yeah, they know what questions to ask. They know exactly what you can and cannot do, and it's no.
And it was amazing. Just that one fact more than paid for the bill that she sends me.
And the nicest thing about a CPA, besides between just a regular tax preparer and a CPA, is that if you were to get audited, they go to bat for you. They take care of it all. You don't have to take care of any of it, because they're the professional. They're the ones that said that you could get away with this and whatever, so they go to bat for you.
It's okay, Mr. Sadie. No worries.
And my CPA is great. She'll fuss at me like a protective mother to keep me from making a mistake. She says, why didn't you do this? Go home and fill that out and bring it back now. And I'm like, okay. Yes, ma'am.
I have a good guy.
But I was really into, I need to save money for my retirement, and everything else. And they helped me figure out how much I needed to save, and they helped me figure, I mean, it was all mindless. I didn't have to do anything. You know,
Right.
they told me exactly what I needed to do and how much I needed to save so that I could have enough retirement and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, it was just, everything was just so much easier.
Yeah. Tom says, but in the end, you're responsible for the penalties. Well, sure. I mean, you know.
Oh yeah, if you get a bad CPA and they screw up, you know, yeah, you're definitely have to pay everything.
Yeah.
They're not going to pay for it. But what I'm saying is that if you get audited, they will go there. They will take care of the audit for you.
Right.
And you know, if you have a
Like a
CPA, most of the time they'll
attorney.
come over.
Yeah. Nope.
I've never been audited, but
I feel like it's time for me to do that. And
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
yeah. Holy shit!
just gotta find.
Oh my God,
I
Mission of Pickett.
You want, because everybody that has ever talked about, you know, CPAs and stuff, they always say, well, you know, you need to make sure that you find somebody that is, you know, that knows about e-commerce and,
Yeah.
you know, and home businesses and stuff like that. So that is, that's definitely something that I'm looking at when I'm looking for one. I haven't even got anybody picked out yet. So I gotta start looking.
Is your brother the guy from Breaking Bad or something? Mission Pickett says my CPA is shady as fuck. Told my brother to open a used tire shop to turn dirty money clean.
Wow.
That's probably more for the, what do you call it, the write-offs, and you know, because some people just don't have enough write-offs. They make so much money and they don't have any write-offs, and so they end up paying every year. So I've heard a lot of people say that, you know, start you a business so you can have something to write off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of CPAs mention that. Yeah, absolutely. So CPR, I'm if they carry errors and omissions is insurance. That's a good thing.
Ever since I forgot to do my taxes for my business in 2000, what was it, 15 or whatever, and I owed the IRS $7,000. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Definitely good to have a professional.
Yeah.
Mission of Pickett, he bought a laundromat instead.
I'm still paying off that $7,000.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be a busy day.
Yep.
Got a lot of stuff to do. I gotta start preparing for my trip. No, Tom, I have not packed yet. I haven't even brought my luggage down from the attic.
Mhm.
So I got to start getting ready for that.
You should video that, like when you crawled under your house to change your filter. That was one of your best videos ever.
Well, it's not as definitely not as bad going into the attic as it is into the crawl space under the house. So, because all I do is bring the ladder down and crawl up it, and I got the luggage right at the very bottom. You know, I wouldn't go into the attic, but yeah, I've got it in a special little spot. That way, all I got to do is reach up and grab them.
That's good.
Tom. Notice the owner of this channel does not promote money laundering as an income stream.
Yeah.
Nope, I don't do that. I don't do that. But yeah.
I wonder though if there are some eBay businesses that do money laundering.
Oh, probably.
Just wondering.
That's where they figure, people figure that's where the whole Diamond Classics came from for Disney.
Oh, really? It does happen a lot.
Huh. Well, I suppose that's a possibility.
I don't know if that's true, but that's what a lot of people figure is why that those Diamond Classics were sold for so much money. They figured that was probably money laundering people.
I was wondering why that pair of shoestrings sold for $10,000 the other day.
Were they made of gold?
Yes.
Yeah. Gold plated over, or what would you call it? Fabric over gold plated. Gold. Yeah, gold. Oh my gosh.
I imagine through eBay and stuff, there are a lot of, I bet there is quite a bit of that money laundering.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Probably so. eBay and Bitcoin have some shady characters moving dirty money. Never thought of it that way, but that's likely.
My husband launders money every day. I see it in the washer every day.
Yeah.
So it's illegal to launder money, you know. I just tell him it's my tip for doing laundry.
That's right. That's right. Oh my gosh. Sally, what you got going on today besides making donuts?
Listing and still doing this inventory, and then I'm gonna take a nap.
There you go. And go make donuts.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna go do Instacart and DoorDash, but it's snowing pretty good out right now, so I think I'll just stay home until I go plowing.
Yeah.
No dash.
No dashing through the snow.
Do you like DoorDash or Instacart better?
Well, it depends on the day, but I used to like DoorDash better, but now Instacart is starting to like pay more for deliveries and stuff. Like right now there's like two deliveries within 10 miles for $25.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas with DoorDash, you're only getting, between $7 and $10 a delivery, depending. So I make more money on Instacart usually.
Yeah.
But if my hands are hurting real bad, then I'll just mainly do DoorDash, because then I'm just carrying bags, just little deliveries of food.
Yeah.
Big bags of groceries, mini bags of groceries. But I think I like Instacart better because I make more money doing it faster.
Yeah.
Like DoorDash, I can be working all day long to make $100. Whereas with Instacart, I can just do like 3-4 deliveries and make $100,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's definitely something I'm putting on the list for a little side gig when I get to Texas. So,
Yeah.
uh,
And it depends on your area too, because like I was talking to Valerie, and she told me that she can't do Instacart in her area because it's not that lucrative. A DoorDash is a lot better for her. So it also depends on the area too.
right.
Tom doesn't do anything illegal because he's too pretty to go to prison.
I believe that. I do.
He put on Facebook messaging a few days ago that he was sexy too, and I was like, wow.
Gosh. Well, if you guys get a chance, definitely, we're going to be having a New Year's Eve show tomorrow night. And so if you get a chance, come over and join us. There will be alcohol. Bring your own alcohol.
We're still having the one in the morning, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll still have the one in the morning, and then we'll start the one at night, probably around 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay.
And then go to a little bit after midnight, probably, or however long it goes. Could go into the early morning hours. Who knows?
Have y'all heard of any of those weird predictions like, is Jesus coming in 2020, or the world is collapsing in 2020, or
God, I hope so.
Mount Vesuvius is going to swallow Rome or something? Anything weird you've heard about 2020 predictions?
No.
Like there's no like, for me, that I've not heard anything big happening or supposedly happening.
Violet
I think
Lemon.
there was some. What was there was something the other day about a big asteroid or something that was going to hit the Earth or something.
Oh yeah.
December 25th. Well, we survived. Yay!
Yeah.
We survived that one.
Some of the flat earthers are going to fall off the edge or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Alana asked if I eat the groceries that I deliver. No, I don't. But one time I did, because I went to a delivery and they weren't there for Instacart, and they gave me an extra $10 for going there and nobody was there, and then they told me to dispose of the groceries how I felt fit.
Oh wow!
Because they told me, because it was like 10 or 11 o'clock at night, and they told me that I didn't have to bring it back to the store, that I could just dispose of the groceries how I saw fit. Because there was a lot of frozen stuff in there, so it wasn't like just pantry stuff. They said if you want to bring back the pantry stuff the next day, you can, but you don't have to. It's no big deal, whatever. So I got the bags of groceries. Of course, it wasn't that much. It wasn't one of my big grocery hauls, but it was nice. There's a few things in there I could eat. There's like a frozen pizza, and then there was some. It looked like they were gonna make soup, so there was a rotisserie chicken and stuff like that. So that was all right. Yeah, usually people are there, or they leave a note on their account saying, please leave it behind, leave it on the porch or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know why somebody would order something and then not be there to get the order. I just don't understand that. And they've already paid the money.
Mm-hmm.
They've already put out the money for it.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm a little too cheap for that. I'm not just going to give groceries away to anybody.
No, and with DoorDash, if somebody doesn't show up or whatever for their delivery, they'll tell you to dispose of it also. And but I've never had that happen to me with DoorDash. But usually with Instacart, they'll usually tell you to bring it back to the grocery store. But like I said, that one time it was so late, they told me just keep it.
Huh. Whew, I gotta get some coffee in me.
Mr. Sadie says, I heard Silver Hair, am I muted? No. I heard Silver Hair Stacker will reveal himself in 2020.
Ooh.
I think he was going to reveal himself on New Year's Eve. Singing karaoke.
There you go.
No. I'm not like
No.
Tom. I'm not pretty.
Now you're making me think about that, Alana, because somebody putting their hands in your food and eating. I don't know. That's just. Ugh. Now I'm thinking about. Man, I don't know if I would ever order from DoorDash, knowing that's a possibility.
I think that has happened, that people have like taken a fry or whatever, because now like McDonald's and some of the other ones, they actually have bags where they tape shut, and even their drink is in those bags that are taped shut. We don't see the food at all. And but I would never ever do something like that, because I'm a fanatic about my food. If somebody's touching my food, or I wouldn't do it anyways, but I can't do something like that. I have never been that hungry.
Yeah.
I know I've smelt stuff that I've been delivering, that I've been like, dang, I need to go back there and eat. It smells really good.
Mr. Sadie, I don't know why it says that it's still live, because I say stop the stream. I end the meeting. So I'm not really sure why it does that. Usually it'll stay up for another 2 hours. So I understand why that does that, and there's really no way for me to check that out unless I like call Zoom or whatever. And maybe, I don't know. I don't think it's anything that I'm doing wrong, because I'm ending everything. And I'm putting that I'm not live on YouTube anymore. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to maybe try and do some different stuff to make it so it doesn't do that. I don't know. I have no clue. Well, it's 10 o'clock.
All right.
10 o'clock, and so we're gonna, don't forget to come to our show tomorrow night. We'll be on tomorrow morning though, and hang out with us for the new year. It's really not a big deal. I don't think people can watch the replay while it says live, but I'm gonna try and figure that out, and so it doesn't do that anymore.
I think it started doing that whenever you started making it to where like it wouldn't automatically end when like when you would stop the live, it would just let us be in here until we went to close it. Remember how like it would just kick us out?
Right.
I think.
Yeah, but that shouldn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because it gives me in this meeting, or it gives me just an option to leave, so you guys can still talk. But that doesn't have anything to do with YouTube.
I know. I don't know.
And when I go and stop it, it says stop live stream, stop YouTube live stream, and I click on that. And that's supposed to end the live stream, but it doesn't. So I don't know.
Right.
I might have to look into it a little bit. I don't know.
Might just be
Oh,
hanging
Green
up
City
in there. Who knows?
a lot of, so maybe it's just a YouTube thing. Maybe there's not for it. I don't know.
Shut up, Prancer.
But anyway, on that note, we're gonna wrap it up. I hope everybody has a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Get lots
Bye,
of sales.
Everybody.
Bye,
Yeah.
guys.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.